Ayan na po, patindi ng patindi mga kabida. Ito pong strategy po ngayon ng defense team dito ho sa kaso po ni dating Pangulong Rodrigo Roa Duterte mga kabida na crimes against humanity dyan ho sa International Criminal Court. Ano po, na? Sa bagong pahayag po ng kanya hong lead counsel, yung lead counsel po ni dating Pangulong Rodrigo Roa Duterte na si Attorney Nicholas Koofman, ang sabi po niya dito mga kabida, there are compelling grounds to throw case out. Okay? Meron daw mga compelling grounds para ibasura po itong kaso pong crime against humanity laban ho sa dating Pangulo. Okay? Kung maalala po natin, nung una ho niyang pahayag po mga kabida, yung initial goal po nila is palabasin po itong si dating Pangulong Duterte from the detention cell sa pamamagitan po ng interim release. Ano po, na? Tila nagbago ata yung kanila hong strategy dito, ano? Kasi gusto na po nilang ipabasura kaagad, outright, ito pong kasong crimes against humanity through the compelling grounds. Okay, ano po itong mga compelling grounds na ito? Eto, patuloy po natin. Babasahin po natin itong balita po ng The Philippine Star, ano? Rodrigo Duterte's lead lawyer said Sunday there was a compelling argument to throw out the International Criminal Court case against the former Philippine president before it even comes to trial. Ayun. So gusto po nila mga kabida na outright na maibasura po itong kasong ito, ano? Ito pong crimes against humanity na charge laban po sa dating Pangulo bago mag September 23, 2025. Yung date po kung saan ay itinakda po yung pre-trial confirmation po ng kanyang kaso. Okay? Dito kasi sa pre-trial confirmation, dito po i-confirm or i-deny yung charges po mga kabida ay Duterte, ano? Ito pong crimes against humanity. Magdedepende po yan sa presentation of evidence, ano po, no? Both camps, ito pong prosecution at saka ito pong defense, mga kabida, no? Eto, patuloy po tayo, okay? Nicholas Koofman told AFP in an interview in The Hague he hoped to stop the case before the ICC confirms the charges against Duterte by arguing the court cannot exercise its jurisdiction. So, yung kanila pong argument po dito mga kabida is yung out of jurisdiction na po yung International Criminal Court. Kasi ho, unang-una, ang Pilipinas po ay lumabas po sa kanila pong membership mga kabida noong 2019, ano? Nung time pa po ni dating Pangulong Rodrigo Roa Duterte. Dahil na po doon ho sa banta po ng ICC na magkakaroon po sila ng investigasyon doon ho sa kanya pong war on drugs. Kaya inunahan na po ni Digong. Umalis po yung Pilipinas noong 2019. Simula noon, hindi na po tayo miyembro at wala na pong jurisdiction po itong International Criminal Court. Subalit, ang argument po mga kabida ng ICC, yung kanila pong investigasyon, okay, ay mula 2011 hanggang 2016. Alright? Kung saan po ay hindi pa po Pangulo po itong si Digong, mga kabida, ano pa, na? Pero, yung official investigation po nila ay nangyari po mga kabida noong 2021 na. 2 years after nag-withdraw po ang Pilipinas sa International Criminal Court. So, yun yung point ni Attorney Koofman. I-out of jurisdiction na po eh. The moment na lumabas po tayo noong 2019, automatically, effective yung ating withdrawal, yung non-membership po ng Pilipinas sa International Criminal Court. So yun yung point ni Attorney Koofman. Ito, patuloy po tayo. He said the Philippines withdrawal from the court had become effective well before an investigation was authorized. So mas nauna yung withdrawal kaysa doon ho sa official investigation which was noong 2021 nga, di ba? So, kung titingnan po natin yung logic mga kabida, wala na talaga. Hindi na talaga pasok doon ho sa jurisdiction, di ba? Kung titingnan po natin yung chronology of events, di ba? Okay. Ito pa. Duterte 80 faces a charge of crimes against humanity for murder over his war on drugs that claimed the lives of thousands of mostly poor men, often without proof they were linked to drugs. British-Israeli lawyer Kufman, 56, said, coming back to the jurisdictional point, obviously, you didn't need to be a dean of a law faculty to realize that that's going to be a huge issue at pre-trial. So, hindi kailangan na maging dean ka ng isang law school para ma-realize mo mga kabida. Napakalaking issue ito sa pre-trial. Diba? So, yun yung point ni Attorney Kufman, okay? I think that the jurisdictional argument is compelling. As defense counsel, I believe that it should succeed, and I would be hugely disappointed if it doesn't succeed. Ayon. So, confident po itong si Attorney Kufman, ano? Na yung kanila pong argument will succeed. Okay? Will succeed. Alright? Because of napakalakas naman po yung kanila pong argumento eh. No? Unang-una, malina naman po makabida na we were out of our membership, no? Noong 2019 at yung official investigation po nila ay nag-umpisa po noon lang 2021, ano? 2 years after. So, kung titingnan po natin yung chronology po niya makabida, eh wala. Hindi na po pasok yung kanila kong ginawang investigasyon. Okay? We hope to persuade the judges pre-trial that it cannot exercise its jurisdiction over the case. There won't be a confirmation charges hearing if the judges rule in our favor. So, kailangan po nilang makumbinse ito po mga judges po ng pre-trial chamber na wala talagang jurisdiction ito pong international criminal court. Kasi out na po tayo noong 2019 at yung investigation po na ginawa, yung official investigation. Although sinabi po nila na ang kanila pong iimbestigahan yung 2011 hanggang 16, ano? Iimbestigahan pa lang. Pero yung official investigation po makabida nag-umpisa po noong 2021. Okay? So late na po, ano? Late na po. A confirmation of charges hearing where prosecutor and defense first lay out their defense is currently scheduled for September 23. The issue of jurisdiction is key in this case as the Philippines withdrew from the ICC in 2019. So, malinaw na po yun, ano, mga kabida, no? Ito, yung pangalawang compelling ground. Another likely critical issue for the defense will be Duterte's arrest on March 11 and his rapid handover to the ICC in The Hague. I view it as a kidnapping, nothing more or less. It's an extrajudicial rendition. He was given no due process, just slung over to The Hague, Kufman told AFP. This was in complete contravention of Philippine law. The former president's sudden detention came amid a spectacular deterioration in the relation between the two most powerful families in the Philippine politics. Ayun. So, dalawa lang yung compelling grounds. Una, yung out of jurisdiction na po yung International Criminal Court. Pangalawa po, yung kidnapping po na nangyari po kay Digong, ano? Kasi malinaw daw na wala akong due process na binigay itong mga authorities po dito sa Pilipinas kay dating Pangulong Rodrigo Roa Duterte. So titingnan na lang po natin ito mga kabida, ano po? Kasi matagal pa po yung September 23, ano? 6 months from now. Okay? Marami pa pong pwedeng gawin. Ito pong depensa at saka itong prosecution, ano? Most likely, as early as possible, kasi ang sabi po ni Attorney Kufman the soonest possible time, kailangan na pong mailabas po itong si Digong, ano? Ang naisip ko po nung una is most likely yung interim release, ano po, no? Pero mas tiningnan ko po ito kung swift strategy po nila mga kabida na mailabas po itong si Digong bago po mag-September 23, ito pong argument po ng out of jurisdiction and kidnapping. Ano? So, ito pong lack of due process na binigay po, okay, ng mga Philippine authorities po doon ho kay dating Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte. So, titingnan na lang po natin. So, aabangan po natin, mga kabida, yung susunod po na galaw at move po ng defense team sa pangunguna po ni Attorney Nicholas Guzman. Kasi sana magbilang anghel po yung kanyang sinabi, ano, na wala hong rason, no, na mananatili po itong si Digong sa detention cell. Kasi malinaw naman po yung compelling grounds, ano, para po may labas po itong si dating Pangulong Duterte, mga kabida, sa detention cell po niya dyan ho sa International Criminal Court. So, para po sa inyong opinion and comments, you can comment down. Sa mga hindi pa po subscriber, mga kabida, sa aking channel, please subscribe. Just click the subscribe button, click the notification bell, click all, para updated po kayo sa aking mga uploads. Maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat. God bless po, mga kabida.